Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Donatello, and if you're watching this video, then you are interested in whether or not to get a flu shot. And the purpose today with this video is not to tell you to get one or to not get one. It's basically to give you some information and let you make up your own mind. But don't be a lemming, don't follow what the media tells you, do some research. It's all out there. So let's set the facts straight. Right now that flu is coming, it's like a wave, it comes every year. Comes in the winter, and maybe there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what happens is 1 million people get sick from the flu, and 500,000, 500,000, end up in their local hospitals. Of those 500,000, you are told by the media that 35,000 people die from the flu every year, and that's a scare tactic to get you to get shots. It doesn't happen that way. 1,000 people die from the flu. 35,000 people don't die from the flu. The vast majority of those people die from pneumonia, of which there's no vaccine for, nor does a flu vaccine do anything to help you with pneumonia. So 1% of that 1 million die. Who are those people that die? Not you or I. People with badly compromised immunity. Older people die. The vast majority are older people. And those are people that don't have blood sugar that's stabilized, that are sick people. And that's how it works. So basically the reality is the flu is not nearly as deadly as you once thought it was. So do some study, and you can find that out on the net. The studies are everywhere. And if you can find one study also that shows that that flu vaccine actually works consistently from year to year, you can't find that either. So we're getting sold a bill of goods here that just isn't correct. So what do? When I talked about the flu season happening every winter, have you ever thought that, you wonder why it happens? Well, sunlight might be an answer, because vitamin D is the kryptonite to the flu. The flu does not like vitamin D, and high levels of vitamin D keeps the flu at bay. So you would think that every day in the summer when we're outside, we get 10,000 intravenous units of vitamin D just from being out in the sun. You think maybe that there's a correlation there, that the flu doesn't happen during those high sunlight hours or months? It only happens when the sun is down low. So what do? Well, I would say take some vitamin D. How much do you take? You take 5,000 IUs if you're a woman, 10,000 if you're a guy. I do this in the winter seasons. You also have to be very aware that you want to be tested for this. We do this in our office. Blood test for vitamin D, you better be over 50. When you do this, you got to be careful not to go too high, because vitamin D is a fat-soluble hormone that can get into your fat tissues and become toxic in high dosage. So you got to be very careful. And if you get the flu, this is something that doctors and specialists of all sorts have been talking about for years. You can megadose with vitamin D. It's a lot of vitamin D, and you want to make sure you're getting pure vitamin D. And I would work through a doctor with this that understands what you're doing, someone like myself. But you want to take 1,000 IUs of vitamin D for every pound of body weight. So for someone like myself who weighs 180 pounds, that's 180,000 IUs of vitamin D, and you want to do that 3 days straight. And that pretty much knocks the flu-like symptoms, knocks them right out, as vitamin D does a wonder on the flu. So I hope that was informative, and it's up to you to make your decision. It's not my place to tell you what to do, but do some research. And again, don't be a lemming when it comes to injecting your body with substances, the vaccines, that have mercury and aluminum and phenol and all sorts of nasty stuff. So be careful when you make that decision. Have a good day.